spoken. Dr. Ranganathan, what do you make of what you've heard so far?
Pehle to good evening and congratulations on you, Pranesh, being anointed as Amitabh Bachchan by the Kader Khan of debates, Vivek Srivastava. Look, as far as Congress is concerned, it's almost written in their scriptures. If you remember one Rajya Sabha MP, he won the election, Mr. Nasir Hussain of Congress in Karnataka. And his band of supporters were shouting, Pakistan Zindabad. He didn't stop it. And far from castigating him, and the police, by the way, confirmed that slogans of Pakistan Zindabad were sung, even though some arbit fact checker still refutes it. But what did the Congress do? The Congress promoted him. Recently, they did not want Shashi Tharoor to go and take India's stand and explain it to the world after Operation Sindoor, but they nominated this guy, Nasir Hussain, as one of the people. He was promoted. When his supporters were chanting Pakistan Zindabad, to yahan Ganga ulti beh rahi hai, please understand. Look, and the fact of the matter is, everyone thinks he is a fascist until the real fascist arrives. And the real fascist is the Congress. And I don't mean literally so, because if you look at who was in the Mussolini's army, you would find the connection, blood connection very soon enough. From amending the constitution to trampling upon free speech to junking the constitution by proclaiming emergency, from overturning democratically elected state governments to overturning Supreme Court judgments. What has the Congress not done that isn't fascist? Tell me. And now extracting groveling apologies from its leaders for just singing the RSS anthem. The Congress is not just, please understand, Pranesh, an illogical but also a pathological hatred for the RSS. Because it fears the RSS. Anybody who loves the country is feared by the Congress. So much so that they attribute everything evil that has ever happened in the country to the RSS. No other opposition party, with perhaps the exception of the Muslim League, hates the RSS so much. And guess who is the coalition partner of the Muslim League? Look, Rahul Gandhi routinely claims that no one from the RSS took part in the freedom struggle. I guess he graduated from WhatsApp University. He doesn't know the legendary names like Dada Naik Chimur, Ramdas Rampure, Sant Tukoji Maharaj, Hemu Kalani, who gladly went to the gallows for our freedom struggle. They were all RSS workers. From having to apologize for spreading the lie that RSS killed Mahatma Gandhi, to Congress leaders propagating the theory that 2611 was an RSS conspiracy, there is no opportunity the Congress has missed to slander the RSS. You remember it first banned the RSS in 1947, but Nikhil won't tell you who unbanned it. Because Sardar Patel said RSS was not involved in the Mahatma Gandhi assassination. This they will not say, because they are from the WhatsApp University. Look, the fact of the matter is, the instance of Justice Yashwant Chandrachud is important to tell you. The former Chief Justice of India and father of the recent Chief Justice recommended not once but twice the name of Justice Chandorkar of the Bombay and Madras High Court. But Pradesh, it was rejected both times by the Congress. You know why? Because Chandorkar had made the fatal mistake of attending the funeral of the RSS chief Golwarkar. I quote Yashwant Chandorkar here, just 30 seconds. The government was looking for judicial candidates who would support it in general. It is preposterous what they did to Chandorkar, unquote. And how do we know this? Because of a book called Supreme Whispers written by Chandrachud. This is the history, pathetic history of the Congress.